Hello everyone and welcome back to Starmade, where today before recording, I went ahead and worked on the ship a bit, which I'm just now realizing doesn't look, it looks a little weird because I did that wrong. That is fine, fixing it now. Of course, once I start recording is when I notice it, but whatever. I guess I should do the second one there, and I could do that. And I'll get rid of the top row of these. There we go. Alright, that looks better already. It still doesn't look perfect because it's not even. Oh man. Okay, one more. Why is my dog barking? I hope that's not picking up too much. He doesn't normally bark. It's pretty quiet most of the time. I don't know why he's doing that now, of course, just as I turn on the camera. Either way, so today, I basically finished the front, just did this bit of detailing, and I added turret ports. So what I'm planning on doing is having these two be medium-sized turrets. I have 1, 2, 3 ports for major turrets, and I have 2 ones for small anti-missile turrets. So that's the plan turret-wise. And that's pretty much all I'm needing to do. And I wanted to add some detailing as well, which I figured I'd do on camera. Oh, do I have caps lock on? At least I did when I typed that in. Let's grab ice crystal. And I want to do some detailing now, so back here is probably a good spot for it. Oh, I should show you the engine as well. Just kidding, I didn't do an engine. I forgot that I didn't do that. I guess that's something I'll be doing this time as well. I want to go 8, maybe 3 wide is probably good. I actually don't know. Maybe I'll do 9 long, and then 9, and there we go. Okay. So there is some. I want to put ice crystals in here, but I'm trying to think of how I would do that. I might just do 3 and then go like this. And then do the opposite. I'm assuming I started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm actually not sure exactly what I want this to look like just yet, but I have a general idea. I do just kind of want to make it look like something like this. It doesn't look too bad. I feel like if there's 3 of them, it would probably look fine. I did want some form of ice crystal in here. Maybe I could do it like this. So that the ramps go down and then ice crystal in the middle. So yeah, I'm thinking I could have like the ice crystal in the middle, and then I want to do more ice crystal. I'm trying to think of what I did on my other one, but I can't think right now. I think it would be, oops, I slapped the mic. You know what, this is probably fine. Then we'll add like some of these. And, oh, that seems wrong. Does it? No, it doesn't. That seems right. Boom, boom. I have to do both sides because the symmetry's not working over here. Doesn't look too bad. I like the look that it gives from like the side angle. You see the blue glow from inside. I kind of like that. And I like my detailing going inwards rather than outwards. I don't know, it feels like more realistic. I don't know why. But I do kind of like that idea. And over here, I want to do something somewhat similar, though I'm not 100% sure. Because obviously that detailing is only really good for the very bottom. It doesn't really, or the very back end, sorry. So it doesn't really fit exactly. I have an idea. This is something I did with one of my other ships. Let's go 7 here. Just cut 7 in like this. Then go 1 up more. And 1 down more. That's probably good. And then what I did is have it just, it's pretty simple actually, I'll do up 1 more. Just have it go in a couple of blocks. And, oh, I guess I have to do it on this side too. It's as simple as just a couple of blocks in. You do this. But I also, you know what? I need this to follow here. So what I'm going to do actually, I want it to have the same pattern as this. So 2 blocks in, I'll do this. Oh my god, I can't navigate. And then it goes 1, 2, boom. I think that'll look pretty good. And then you just need to add gray to each open side to make sure that you can't see with like into the ship. I'll just show you what it looks like when I'm done. I think it'll be pretty good. And then, oh, that's a problem. Oh god, why can't I think of what this should look like? Oh, you know why? Shouldn't go into the bottom like this. I think that's what's wrong. Like it should do that. God, I cannot think of what I'm trying to build right now. Yeah, that looks too forward now. We'll go in 1. Just get rid of all this. I think that one of the problems is that this isn't just straight wedges. Like it's not just straight up wedge corner. So I'm also gonna just do this so I can sort of see. So if I go 1, 2, and do this. Make it 1 taller then, because I've cut off the inside. And then I can take it down 1 more. And then wedge in, maybe. This is really tough. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this, but I just am. This doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that. And also looks like a extension of this. Like it looks like this kind of comes back. Okay. Obviously that kind of ruins my plan of detailing the bottom because it's not really on the bottom. So that's a problem, but I think if I just do something similar to back here, except maybe just 1, 7, go up. And come back down. Except I want to do it obviously wide. I don't know why I did it like that first, but... Oh, wrong way. There we go. And just fill it all in. Then I think we should be pretty much done detailing this ship. Whoops, I should probably make it actually visible. And do these ones. Okay. Alright, I don't think that looks too bad. And then I wanted to do blue hull as detailing, blue standard armor. Don't know that I need it with the ice crystals, and I think it overall looks pretty good. That's what I like about these big ships. They don't look as bad when they aren't detailed. At a ship of this size, you'd kind of expect it to be a single or very few colors. So, you know what I realized? I never actually came up with another insignia. That's interesting, but I don't know that I really need to. I kind of like this as it is. I don't want to make it too complex. That's what I think this ship is really good at. Is it's not very complex looking. There's not a ton of angles. Not all this stuff over here. It's just simple, but it looks decent. So I think that's what I really like about this design. The bridge now for the size of the ship seems a little tall, but I'm okay with it. So now I think it's time to work on systems. And then either this episode still, we can start working, or maybe next episode, depending on how long it takes for me to fill out the insides of the ship. And we can use the testing ground in the shipyard to check exactly what we need for power-wise, and etc. So let's go down here. Let's start with gravity. So there's a gravity unit on both sides now. For use upon entry of the ship. Where's my thing? Here it is. Open that up, gravity, boom. I don't think I'm going to be using that entrance very often, honestly, because there's the transporter to use, which is much more efficient. But whatever, I'll have it there just in case someone else docks to my ship and doesn't have a transporter or something like that. I guess someone else won't be docking to my ship, but whatever. Maybe I'll port this design into a multiplayer server at some point. Okay. So this I want to be the main salvage cannon. So let's do salvage now. I want this to be pretty strong, and we can just check by, of course, placing down our salvage computer. And how long should each module be? What does 100 blocks look like? All the way back here. That's a little much, I think. I think maybe 60 is probably good. 60 doesn't seem like a ton for the size of this cannon, but I don't know. I think it could be pretty good. How many modules am I using total? Because I think... Actually, I want to just quickly go check how many salvage modules are on my last ship, because I want this thing to be at least maybe 3 times as strong. So what I'll do is I'll just go over to my last ship, see how strong the salvage was, and I'll extend those ones accordingly. I don't actually have a transporter in my ship. I'm gonna go put a transporter in the ship while I'm at it, in my red one. Though, actually, you know what? I will be using it because I have to mine for the resources. Yeah, I've just realized how bad basic armor looks. Basic armor does not look good at all. The lines in between really ruin it. I need to stop working with it at all. I don't think even my first ship should be built out of it because it does not look good. Alright, moving on. How many mods? Because you see at the bottom, right above the hotbar, it tells me how much of each thing I have. So red base armor, there's 2,600. Salvage module, there's 662 on here. Actually, how long? I think these are about 45-ish long each, if I remember correctly. So that does seem a little small for this one. But I feel like there's more modules. Well, I guess I'll find out. Let's... So 660 was it? Just trying to be accurate. Meaning I should... Yeah, 660-ish. So I want that... This one to be about 2,000. That's just... I think that's pretty much almost... That's very close to triple what this one has. Right. I was going to put a transporter on this ship. I'm going to put it down at the bottom of the stairs. Because I don't see much good symmetrical space in the main area for it, and I'll just name it to Red Rover Main. Alright, now take me to the shipyard. Activate. Boom. Okay. This thing looks pretty epic from here, actually. I like it. So, what am I doing? I'm in the station's build block. Alright. So, how many did I put on here? I ended up with, actually, yeah, pretty much triple. Is triple enough, though? There's not really much way to test it, because the test sector, mainly for me, as far as I can tell, is only really good for testing power. So, maybe I want a little stronger, honestly. You know what? Yeah, let's go for 20 more per beam. So we go up to 80 total. This one's pretty quick to build, too. Because that'll probably ramp it up to about 3,000 modules. Maybe a bit more. I don't know my exact math. It's, yeah, 3,100. That's good. That's good. That's about almost 5 times. It's coming up on 5 times the previous ship. So, that's good. Now I want to worry about power, because that's going to be a very important ship piece, obviously. I will do weapons as well. Weapons on this ship, I mainly want to have, like, tracking missiles. I will have cannons. It's just that, honestly, cannons are a very meh weapon for a ship of this size, because it's very hard to turn to track a faster moving enemy. That's why I'm mainly relying on turrets for my firepower. So I will use, of course, main weaponry, but it's not going to be my focus. I will also need reactor stabilizers. So let's, you know what, up here can be reserved for maybe shields. So back here should be good to start working on power. Let's extend this out so I can go across the whole floor here, and then I'll go up maybe 10. That should instantly place 4,200 power reactors. And let's just make it nice and flat against the top here. Perfect. That's a good amount of reactors right there. Now I can't see the exact amount of power it would be producing, but it should produce about 46,000 E per second, or is that 460? I think 460,000 E per second. So that should be a decent amount. And then I want stabilizers to match. Stabilizers don't actually have to be far away from the reactor, which is something I learned recently. They did when the new power update first came out. They changed that. So that is awesome for everybody building ships. Makes life a hell of a lot easier. Let's go up by 8. I don't know exactly how many stabilizers I need. That's 84%. Let's take it back down to 1. 95%. Though I have accidentally placed some in the hallways. I think that should fix it. Yeah. Right, now I just need a few more. So I can place them. Let's do back here. Fill out the back area of the ship. 96%. Let's just fill this out nice and smooth. There we go. Stabilization is 100%. And we're looking at, yeah, 460,000 E per second. That should be enough to fire this weapon, this cannon. Honestly, the last ship I built of this scale on my multiplayer with my friend, it's a lot smaller, just salvage beam wise. I think I used like 25,000 on the last one, and that was a pretty solid salvage ship. This should still work. This should still be a functionally very strong salvage ship. Though, I would love to be sure. I'm gonna keep extending this a little bit. I really want it to get, like, you know what? Let's kick it all the way back. Maybe not all the way back, just in case I need to expand that power reactor. Let's give 2 more power reactor spots. Just in case, of course. I should make sure I'm doing the whole layer at a time. Now, some of these beams are going to be less effective than others because of this being in the way. That is fine. Not a huge deal. And it'll barely be a noticeable effect. Like, the amount of difference is going to be barely noticeable. That should be all of them. Cannot see very well. Though, I don't seem to be missing any of them. These are extended back as far as they can be. Yeah, that looks about good. Yeah, I think everything is basically as far as it's gonna get. So that looks good. Now there's about 3,600. That should be enough. That should be enough. Now, next thing to worry about is shields. I'm gonna stop myself from expanding it more and get rid of the salvage in my hotbar. And I'm gonna start placing capacitors. 13 long. I don't know why I'm doing 13. It was just, I think, the right number for extending that one out. Let's see, do I want 15 or 14? I think I want a 14 long. Yep. So let's do that times 2. That might be a little low. Because that's 720. Let's start doing recharges up at the top, and we can check comparatively what we're looking at for capacity. Shields, we have 180,000, so let's make more. I want maybe 300,000. Basically, I want to be immune to any fire from pirates. I want this ship to be completely safe from any pirate issues I might be having. That ain't perfect, so I'm just gonna make it perfect. It's there. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's just do this. We'll fill that out. Okay, so, oops, that's not good. Is this all proper now? Yeah. Alright, so now we've got a total of almost 300,000 shields. That's good. So we have 810 per second recharge. We definitely want more than that. It's probably because I've barely placed any rechargers in overall. Let's... oh, I need to change that. Okay, there we go. That should all be even now, placement-wise. The radius is 104 meters. I don't know if that's coming from ship core. If it is coming from ship core, that could be problematic, because I'm pretty sure it's more than 100 meters away from the front of the ship. Yeah. Might need more shield. Does radius come from rechargers or capacitors, and where does it originate? That is what I need to know to make this, to be sure of what exactly I need here. No, we'll just do that and remove it. So does this increase in the radius? It is. So it seems like rechargers are going to be what's giving me my capacity, so let's just put more to make sure we got the, or sorry, not capacity, rechargers obviously not being the ones giving me capacity. They're giving me my radius, so I want them to be as plentiful as possible. This is also going to recover like thousands of HP per second, meaning no pirate should be able to pierce it. Okay, what are we looking at now? 134. So if it's starting at the core, which is basically right at the back, the 134 is going to get you about out there. If it's diagonal, though, I think we should be fine. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. So now we've done shields, we should do weapons. What I'm looking at for weapons is possibly 2 cannon computers and 2 missile, or maybe 1 missile computer and a damage beam computer, because I'm gonna need them for, what is this? Missile type mine module. Oh, you can make mines. You can make like space mines. Anyways, I'll need cannon modules, of course. I don't know why I left those out. Cannon module and damage beam modules. Okay, that's everything. Missile computer. Oh, did it really just... Damn, it really just deleted my damage beam computer when I moved that. Okay, nope. Nope. What am I... Damage beam, cannon barrel. I need missile tubes. There we go. Okay. So, 2 cannon computers. Of course, 1 is for actual firing, 1 is for support. And those... do I want this in here or in here? Because I don't think I'm going to be firing the cannon that much, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this needs to be the cannon. I think... What is that? That looks a little excessive. Not gonna lie. Do that, and then I want my gray standard armor back, actually. And I'm gonna do this. What have I done? That's a corner. Take that. And... Okay. Wait, is the bottom already wedged? No, I'm just... Apparently I'm... Oh, and I forgot this isn't gonna be symmetrical, so I have to do this individually. Whoops. Okay, so I have a total of 56 cannon barrels. That seems very small for a ship of this size. You know what? I will add more. I want to get them up to... I can do it from in here, right? Yeah. So I'll do this. And I want to do... Say, take it up by 3, by 3, by 3. That's 27 right there. 2, 3 of those. Okay, now we're at 242. That's a lot better. So then we want 242. No, I feel like 242 is a little excessive. But you know what? We're gonna make it like 220 for this second one. So now I've placed, oh well, 458. So it was 240, 240-ish. That's 242, right? Yeah, main size 242. Now it's at 90% from 216. That's good. Alright. Now it is time to do missiles. I will do a single missile. Sorry, I'm going to do a single missile computer and a single damage beam computer, and I'll do that. So this is... Damage beam should make them lock on missiles, which is great for a ship like this, because a ship like this does not exactly have the capacity to track a target and accurately fire missiles. So this should do it. Okay. Whoa, what's going on there? Oh, I see what's going on there. Okay, let's just cancel that whole extra missile bits thing. Alright, and then we're gonna do the good old reeling it in. I'll place hole in each of these so you can't see through, and 3. Then, yeah, I think it's going to be next episode I want to work on the actual creation of this ship. Like, actually getting all the pieces together, putting it into action. So there's 5 missile computers. I've got 231 missile tubes in total. So I want approximately that amount from the damage beam computer, and that should be pretty easy. In fact, I might do these up here because I've got space. Space that nobody's going to access from the bridge. So 231. So if I don't feel like doing all the math right now, I'll just approximate and sort of figure it out from there. Let's do one more here. Oh, this is the wrong block. I meant to do this. Yeah. So there's a bunch of those, which has landed us with 132. That's gonna give us 208. So it's at 90%. That's probably fine. Now, the big test. We actually check whether my power system can handle all these things. Not obviously all firing at once, but actually doing them individually as well as moving at the same time. And then after that, we can, if power is a problem, we're gonna have to add a ton more because I also need to be able to support the turrets on the ship. So that's a very important thing to remember. Place order, test out. This will teleport us into a test sector where the ship is going to fly away from me at a very scarily rapid rate. And I have to fly all the way over here by myself. Can I? Oh, I can place a ship core here. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? I've already remembered something that I forgot. Is that I don't have a storage. Wait. You can't do this? Oh. Activate. Okay, it's reversed. Alright. Oh god. Oh jeez. I really do be... Oh wow. I can't actually break this. Because it's a test sector. That's interesting. So that's just gone. Also, it's just bouncing around in here. I'm gonna open the door, give it a little send off. And go. And then I'm gonna align as it flies away. Goodbye. Oh, now I see the problem. I don't have transporters in the test sector. I'm gonna have to go. This is quite the trip. And then if I have to run out of power, I'll have to put more in and test it out again. Actually, that wasn't so bad. Alright. Now, I don't have any thrust. God damn it, I forgot thrust. Oh my. Okay, well, we're still gonna test whether I can shoot things. Of course, because what am I supposed to not test that? So, missile computer. That is no good because it doesn't actually... I need to put more missile storage. That would make a lot of sense. So I need missile capacity modules for the cannons. Power seems to be holding up really solid. Those only take like 7%, though they are pretty small for the size of the ship. So, I'm impressed with that. Salvage. Also, very tame amount of power consumption. Now, I'm going to have to go back and put a lot of essential things that I completely forgot onto this thing, which means this episode's going to be extended a little bit. But that's fine. Power seems fine. Power seems alright. Where's my transporter? There it is. So, I want to go up to the shipyard, activate. Now you see the transporter from the actual ship itself is gone because when you send it to the test sector, it despawns. But I can just go here, press load, and it all pops in. Alright. Edit. Power seemed good, but I do need missile capacity modules. I think they have to be proportional to the amount of missiles, like tubes, missile tubes that I have. So that might cause issues. But you know what? I totally placed all these damage beams without symmetry on, which means I can also place all these without symmetry on. And check. Shots is at 1.0. Are these... Do you select these, or do you just... Okay, it doesn't look like you actually have these selected. You just have to place them. So I've got 208. Let's go up. 550. One more. Because I want to be able to fire a lot of missiles. So that's a lot. Now I also need thrust. Let's put some thrusters on this. Power seemed very good. So, also I haven't designed an engine. That's not a huge deal. I can figure that out. 7, I want like 8. You know what? Put my symmetry back. I turned it off and that was a mistake. There we go. Oh, whoops, that's definitely not supposed to exist. There we go. Okay. Because there was what? Oh, I should turn that off as well. 230. Okay, yeah, I should have a few more missile shots. Hopefully a lot. I want to go up to like... Let's just stack some thrusters in here. And then I'll extend it to 9. So I can do this. And I'll just extend this to like that. Now I've got a total of 1,500 thrusters. Seems pretty good. I can place more. I don't see why not. That seems reasonable. 2,000 thrusters. And I need my ice crystals back because I forgot to design an actual engine. So, do I want to set this into like sets of 3? I can't see what I'm looking at. I still can't, but that's fine. Let's do it in sets of like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can go down. No, that's a little extra. That's a little much. Let's go from here. These can get filled in. Is that? Yeah, one decently middle decently sized one. And then I'll do one slightly smaller one. Now, these start here, so this would actually have to start here. Okay. Now I just carved this all out. And put some ice crystals behind it. And I've got myself engine number 1. I'm a very boring engine guy. All my engines kind of suck. Not gonna lie. I just use ice crystals with a cap. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to engines. I don't take pleasure in designing them all that much. I'm sure they can actually have a good effect on a ship, but I don't typically make the best ones. So, especially when I put a lot of effort in, I look back and I'm like, wow, I don't even like that very much after all that work. So, who knows? Maybe one day I'll figure out how to make a better engine. But for now, that's my engine. And then I'm going to do two of... Actually, the exact same proportion would do. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 9. 7, 8, 9. Oh wow, would that be... It would be very close to the edge, but I don't think you can actually tell very well. So... Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, it looks like we're doing it a tiny bit shorter for the side ones because I can't actually fit it without going into the wedge there. That's fine. Wait. Yeah, it's only gonna be a little bit smaller. What am I doing? I only need to come down 3, right? Yeah, what am I doing? Then I can do that. I can go into 3. Oh, I think I have to... Yeah, like that. Which means this also has to come up. Now this all has to get carved out anyway, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna just extend it to like... There we go, that'll help speed up the process. I can do these by individual, but no need for most of them to be done individually. 1, 2, 3. This would be a wedge. Alright. We're almost done. And then we can gather a bunch of resources, do some mining. I'll probably do a little bit of shop visiting for this. Oh, I've placed the stabilizers much too close to the exit or the back of the ship. But that's fine. Alright, wait, what did this end up being? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's 1 block thinner. But that's fine. I just have to... All that's left is to do this. I think I had a few extra reactors, or stabilizers anyway, so... Who's even worried? Me, because now I'm only at 96%, and that kind of sucks. But it's fine. Boom. Boom. Alright, there's some engines. And I need to add a few more stabilizers because I've now gone below 100% stabilization. Only by a tiny bit, but I'd prefer to be at 100. So, there, done. Alright, now I should be able to use all these things. Oh, and one more thing. Storage. And cargo. Salvage computer. Use that storage. Storage. Let's get you a ton of cargo space. We can do like 5 blocks. I'm going to want a lot. Because if I'm doing major mining trips, I do not want to be worrying about how much space I have for what I'm getting. Alright, that should be good, right? How many is that? 243, that should make like 24,000 cargo space. Hopefully that's that's probably plenty. For now, if I need to, I can add more. No big deal, no big deal. So, that, I think, is everything I need to be worried about. So, I can also, the reason I'm going to do all this testing, I want to check, do I have enough thrusters? Is this going to move at least at a decent rate? Because I know it's not going to be a speedy ship, but it's going to, I want it to be, usable. I don't want to be super slow, and it's not unreasonable to want a ship of this size to be pretty quick. Because this is not actually that big, contrary to what I've built in previous playthrough, and up till this point on camera. This is pretty big, but it's not big by overall game standards. So this is a test sector, but if you look at the map, my faction still exists, which is really interesting to me. But because it's supposed to be like a virtual, not real, overall, just kind of like, it's supposed to be a virtual test in the context of the game. The whole game is virtual, obviously, but it's in the context of the game, it's supposed to be a fake sector where it just generates the ship and you can test it. So, what does movement look like? That's not awful. I feel like it could be a bit better when I am using things. Missiles, cannons, salvage. I said those backwards. Jump drive. Okay, well, my missiles now have much more charge, which I think is interesting. Why do they only fire out of the left? They're only firing out of the left, which is kind of aggravating me. Why is it like this? I can't build, can I? No, but I can select. Are there? Oh, I am silly. I had symmetry off when I was making this. So there's only missiles on one side. I will fix that. Good thing I caught that now. Cannons moving, missiles moving, no problems whatsoever. And salvage moving, no problems. Shields wise, I don't think they consume a ton of power. Like, it's resting and charging 56,600 E per second. That's like a seventh of my, or no, a ninth of my total power generation, so nothing problematic there. I think this is, yeah, this is overall pretty good. I do want to test out the heat-seeking ability, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to admin spawn. You know what, I need to check something. Do the pirates still have permission to use all these? They do, okay. Anyways, I'm going to press mass spawn ships. I'm not going to actually mass spawn ships. I'm going to spawn one pirate ship. Eisen type 0, faction -1. That is the pirate faction ID. Okay. Now there's a pirate. I want to destroy him. So he's shooting at me. Doesn't seem to be causing any problems. I can see my shields going off, but it's not even knocking him. It's not really doing anything. Alright, let's see here. So it's locked on. They should be tracking. Yep, they've knocked out its shields already. I can fire again. I could also use my cannons. I've almost knocked them out entirely already. Tracking missiles. They seem to be hitting, but they look a little weird. The lock-on is very quick. It is also very glitchy. Look at that. The green outside is what I should be looking for to check that whether I'm locked on. But then this is very strange. They are zipping around him in circles until they hit him. And sometimes they run out of time. So I feel like they should be a little quicker. But that's whatever. I don't think those ones were actually lock-ons. So they're hitting it, but then they're not doing any reactor damage. There we go, he's down to 50%. Keep hitting him. Come on. Oh god, I don't want to lose my lock-on. Oh, there we go. I need to break his reactor entirely. This is not going to do near as much damage as my missile systems. Oh, actually, it is doing a decent amount of damage reactor-wise. Where is that thing? Where's his reactor? Oh, jeez. I close-range missiled him and it just blasted him away. That's awesome. He's just gone flying. Look at that. I am shredding this ship, but I can't seem to take a... Can I salvage? Oh, I can't mine in test sector. That's a shame. It's funny though, because I went out here last time I was in the test sector. I think because you can try to leave the test sector, and you can get away with it in a fast enough ship, but it automatically forces you back in. Where'd this ship pirate just go? He's just gone. I cannot hit this, unfortunately, because I get shoved away by the whole not being allowed to be in test sectors, but I could try to get close. It doesn't really work. Forcing me out. Anyways. That's a shame, but combat-wise, this thing seems pretty capable. The missiles do a lot of damage, and I'll be able to fire more of them next time, because I'll actually properly have missile computers. And yeah. Let's exit test sector. So everything seemed fine there. Whoa. But I do want to do... I have to fix the missiles. I'm probably going to do that off camera. I'll just finish up systems, and the next episode we can hop straight into putting this thing together properly. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.